Hi everyone, today's video I'm going to show you my drugstore affordable brands in singles, mostly singles, like highlighters, blushes and bronzers. Let's go from the front to the back. This is not a declutter video, so let's go through it. And I will do some swatches as well. So I have the balm in stain. This one is called Toilette, a coral shade. So the next one is Cabana Boy. This one is a mauve shade. The next one is Fret Boy. Coral Peachy shade. The Balm Desert, bronzer and blush. On the face is more like a blush for me. Those hybrids, so if you apply alongside your cheekbone, it works as both. Next one, Palm Beach. It's lighter. Then next one is, let's go from the blush. So we have a e.l.f. blush and bronzer duo. This one is the newer shade. It's called Fiji and it's all matte. It's very smooth. Next one up, Dusty Girl. This is an Australian brand, Dusty Girls, makeup by Mugu. I think they now call it Mugu makeup. So those bronzy toned blush. Really like this shade. Next one, Sigma Beauty, Col di Rosa. You can see that I like this type of nudie, neutral blushes. They're easy to pair with any eye looks or makeup looks. Next one up, Boudoir Duro Blush. This shade is Nuance Clay in light shade, and then dark shade is Nuance Foncé. Then my NYX blushes. This one was recommended by Kathleen Lights. She loved this blush in one of her favorites video. This one's called Terracotta. And then next one, Dusty Rose. Not sure if this type blush is still available by NYX, but that's the only two that I kept in my collection. Next up, e.l.f. in Blushing Rose. Mina called 103. Next one, Flower Beauty. I think this one's called Flower Pots in Sweet Pea. Next one, Peach Primrose. A little bit powdery, but very pigmented. Next up, Wet n Wild in Rosy Champagne. Next to the Primrose shade. This one not as pigmented. It's very powdery as well. That's the one. With pretty sheen, very light. Even on my skin tone, need a denser brush to pick it up. And then the next one is Mellow Wine. This one is better. Swatching it. And then I got my Colourpop Moulin collection. This one is in shade Good Luck Charm. Have those gorgeous golden shimmer. Next one up, is Matchmaker. They all have some sort of golden sheen in it. It's a very neutral shade, but it's very pigmented as well. Next one is powder blush in, doesn't have the shade. What's this called? It just said blush. Sigma, the old collection, this bright orangey shade. It's very summery, very fun color. Next Sigma is the very old blush formula, I guess, called Serene. Then I have my Essence Satin Touch blush in Satin Love, another recommendation by Catherine Lights. Next one is the Silky Touch blush in Kissable. It's very cute pattern. They got really good shade really beautiful shades, and they are very affordable. Then this one, just a normal pink blush. It's called Baby Doll. Then I have Mode. This is Australian brand called Posy. I really like this shade, that's why I kept in my collection. Very pigmented too. Next one, makeup store, is called Must Have. Very soft, a little bit bubblegum pink. It's beautiful on the cheeks. And then I have a Milani Rose blush in Romantic Rose. How beautiful it is. It does have a plasticky smell though. Not sure why. It's not that pigmented and very powdery too. Need a denser brush to apply. Then I have 4 of the Milani Baked blush. This one is Luminoso. It's the newer version of Luminoso. I had a comparison video on my Instagram story. You can have a look of the swatch. And then this, the old Luminoso. I like the older one much better. Has peachy, a little bit bronzy undertone. Looks really beautiful on the cheeks. And then I have Rose d'Oro. Looks beautiful on the cheeks. Then the next one is Berry Amore. Next, I'm going to show my highlighter. This one is by Wet n Wild. It's the limited edition Center Stage collection. This one is called Hollywood Boulevard. You see the pink in it, but once you swirl them together, it's mostly just gold. Like this beautiful yellowy but a little bit white gold. Next up, Milani Baked Highlighter, Champagne d'Oro. This one, very blinding. Next up, e.l.f. Baked in Pink-tastic. This one is Kitty Kitty. Beautiful. I think it's called Hello Kitty Kitty. Physician Formula. Shimmer strips in Miami strip. Is this a healthy glow bronzer? It's those hard formula. So it's better to spray a Fix Plus or setting spray first and then apply this on top. It looks much better. So by Milani is the Afterglow Strobe Light. So you can see they're all quite similar. Next one is Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. Beautiful. This one is Blossom Glow. A little bit pinky, but also very reflective. This one, Master Chrome by Maybelline, Molten Rose Gold. That's the shade. Next one, Molten Gold. So you need a light hand. Next up is my W7 Very Vegan Highlighting Powder. Nature's Glow. I really like the pattern, so cute. It's another champagne gold color. Next one, L'Oreal. A little bit peachy. Then Pixie Beauty. This is a collaboration with SP Novarge. It is in shade Santorini Sunset. Next up is called London Luster. A little bit white gold. The next one, the cult favorite Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. It's so creamy, less reflective, but once it's on the face, it's beautiful. Then I have Berry Luminizer. That's the very first light gold champagne color. Look how blinding it is. Then I have a Model's Own Golden Sand 01. I guess you can see what kind of shade I really like on my skin tone. And then the last one is by LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in 100 watt. That's the shade. Another one. Okay, that's all the highlighters. Next one up is all of my bronzers. So I showed you the e.l.f. Duo before. So I like more neutral toned bronzer. A little bit warmer, that's okay, but not too warm. This is a bourgeois, the chocolate bronzing powder, look like chocolate. I bought from ASOS. Not the most pigmented. This is a Revlon Sculpt and Highlighter Contour Kit created with Chloe Morello. I like to mix these two shades as a bronzer, and this one is for setting on the eye, this one is the glow. It's very powdery though. It looks beautiful on the face. It does accentuate a bit texture of fine lines, so just be careful with it. The next up is Revlon Skin Lights in 002 Can's Tan. It's a pigmented powder, a little darker on my skin next to the bourgeois one, but I like how it warms up my skin. Really easy. You don't need a lot. Next, another bourgeois matte illusion bronzing powder, also got from ASOS. This one, a L'Oreal Back to Browns. Another one. Good pigmentation, easy to blend. Then I have a Milani Baked 05. This one is super pigmented. Has those golden sheen. Look very bronzed. Next one, Makeup Max in shade Sunlit Skin Medium Bronzer. It's a matte powder, neutral undertone. But very smooth and easy to blend as well. Bahama Mama. This one a little bit too stark for me, and use a big fluffy brush. It's very neutral toned. It's Colourpop bronzer. I think the bronzer is called Private Island. It's another neutral toned, very smooth bronzing powder. Has a little bit sheen on it. I really like it. I think for the Colourpop they have the shade name on the actual pen, so you can replace the pen in the compact. The next one is W7 Very Vegan in Sunkissed Matte Bronzer. Has the same cute pattern like the highlighter. This one has, it's really pigmented and a little bit darker, but I like the bronzer that's easy to, more pigmented rather than hard to pick up. So this is my collection. Hope you have enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye.